Wow, this place is empty.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's been here for years. Trying to give me roadhead or what?
No. Do you see that?
Oh. Jackpot.
Static. Is this it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Call him.
What the? Oh, what do you want? What?
Hello and welcome to Actually Wipeout. I'm ActuallyVortex, and last episode we kicked off the season with 24 contestants all vying for 500 robux. And this week we've got a brand new batch of contestants, and our budget only gets bigger from here. Let's take a look at the qualifier. This week it's the door knock, where one of 3 doors will decide your fate. Next up is the sucker punch with some leaky pipes. Then it's the big balls with a motivator to give you a stern reminder. Then it's the shakelator, currently in white bread form. And finally the shapeshifter, where nothing fits in anything. The top 12 fastest times move on to the second round, so let's get down to the course with Static Lime. Static, who do you got for us? You know, the Actually Wipeout course, not exactly my idea of a relaxing getaway, but I guess to each their own. For our first contestant, Penguin Rick, I find that is the case for them. Coming up to our first obstacle now, the door knock. You know, 1 of 3 doors, mysterious object, could be anything behind those doors. So you gotta choose wisely. What's it gonna be? Looks like it's gonna be door number 2, and ooh, it's gonna be a hammer. Yeah, not very lucky. Let's hope the other 2 doors later on will have better things behind them. Going up to the big balls now. They're moving this time, so a little bit scarier than usual. Yeah, I'd get cold feet too. Our next contestant here, Donut Guy. Pretty dapper looking fellow, I must say myself. It's gonna be door number 1! And it's gonna be a hammer as well. You know, that's the only conclusion that I can come to here, is that door number 3 is the good one. Coming up to the sucker punch now. Let's hope that his mustache protects him. Not doing a very good job at that, apparently. Ooh! Right in the chest. Not very good. Right, shakelator now. No smoke and mirrors here. Just regular old... Oh! So close. Very, very close. Very good attempt here. Look at that. So close. I would assume it'd be easier without all the foam and balls. Alright. Coming up to the shapeshifter now. All you gotta get is good traction. Get a lot of speed and... Ooh! Timing as well, so you don't slam into nothing. Our next contestant, Vortex, coming up now on the door knock. We've seen what the 2 doors have in store, so maybe door number 3 is gonna be the one. Ah, what? Another hammer? Man, I was really holding out hope. I was really looking forward to that. It could have been like a prize, something like money or like Arby's, I don't know, something. Nicking the top of his head. Yeah, I would assume the hammer swinging into you would mess with your timing a little bit. Could have went a little bit earlier or later. Nope. But the door knock today has been really full of surprises. There's just no telling what you're gonna get. I mean, regardless of the door you choose, it's a surprise for everyone. It's a journey. You know, the variety and diversity on the door knock is really what we're looking for here. It's what I can appreciate the most out of this obstacle. But one thing's for sure, the door knock, very eye-opening experience into the minds of our contestants. You know, there are some of us who like to keep their feet on the ground, you know, 2 boots on the ground type of thing, 2 boots down kind of person. And there are some people who like to really just go with the flow, see where the wind takes them. In this case, being the air. You know, the door knock, a really philosophical experience for everyone. There are some who like to hold steady and take their losses in stride, and there are just some of us, a few of us, who like to let momentum fling them 15 feet into the air into a pool of mud. Got a man, the legend. This guy needs a little bit of a humbling. The last thing you want to be on the Actually Wipeout course is arrogant. We gotta send this guy back down to our level. You have gotta be kidding me. You know, this Wipeout stuff isn't cheap. Just no respect for our equipment. Someone's gotta pay for that, and it's not gonna be me. You know, this guy's a little bit picky. Take a look at this guy. A bit selective. What's it gonna be, bud? What do you want? Door number 3 it is. Hey! And he gets it! He beats the door knock. Congratulations! And here is your prize. Let's hope our next contestants got better luck. Aw, we got Mr. Fun Size over here. Oh, look at this little guy. Oh, cute little guy trying to get on the zip line. Oh, he can't get on. Poor guy's vertically challenged. Man, next contestant is Count. Don't see why you'd want to be dressed up for the holidays in this heat. I mean, look, it's all green and hot outside, but to each their own, I guess. Let's take a look at that spill once again. Just getting absolutely clobbered by the door knock. Although I do gotta say, he's going pretty fast. Going a bit speedy, might I say myself. I mean, look at him. Just absolutely blazing towards our course here. Let's take a look at that again. I mean, just did a bit of a somersault, tried to grab on with his legs or something. And now coming up to the shapeshifter, picking up a full head of steam, just going blazing fast. Now, going up here, no time for patience. Gotta go, 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 go. Okay, you didn't have to rush either. Who's our next guy? No idea what this guy's talking about. Just total nonsense. Rapture episode. What? Oh, I'm still here. Should I be concerned? Next contestant here, Dizia. We got ourselves a demon. Got horns, no head. Hey, no head means you can't get hit, right? Guess I thought wrong. Not as supernatural as I thought, I guess. Getting absolutely flung. Coming up to the big balls now. Gonna get motivated. Ooh. You know, the motivator does just gravitate towards evil energy, so hitting a demon doesn't really surprise me at all. Just really evil. Look at that again. Getting beat up. But a pretty valiant effort for our Demon Diziev, and with a time of 132, not bad. Who's next? Some people just can't handle the fame, go all Hollywood, go all big league. Me, I always take time to take photos with my fans. You know, I love the people. I'm a man of the public. What can I say? Yeah, well, that's what you get for going all Hollywood. You don't get on the shake later. Hey, I like this guy. Yeah, viva viva, hell yeah. Like this guy a lot. You know, I always did think that actually Wipeout needed more culture. This will be really good for PR, you know. The show needed a little bit more diversity, you know. Bit of a snow fest here, bit of a blizzard, as one might say. You know, this will be good for the public eye. On the shake later now. Oh, flip there. Oh, spin move. Like a Mexican ballerina, if those are a thing. I don't know if they are. Hey, ándale, ándale, vámonos, 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 amigo. Avante, avante. Ah, no bueno. But we're on good time, so let's pick up the pace. well, they do say slow and steady wins the race. I don't know if it applies to this, though. I mean, you know, some people just want to take their time. I gotta respect it. It's not gonna get you the win, but it'll get you the horn. Got anyone more interesting? Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god! Sorry about that. Static, talk to this magical lady. I don't know. I'm still not fully convinced. I'm not a very superstitious person myself. Let's see how they're gonna do on the big balls. Ooh. Yeah, no magic needed for that. That's just science. That's just physics, baby. Coming up on the shake later. Oh, she's pulled her book out. Well, maybe she's got something in mind? Ah, oh, so close. Man, this course has been just completely unforgiving, you know. Just completely ruthless to our contestants. I mean, let's take a look at this one guy here. What the? Is that a brick wall? Whoa! Hey! Can't do that. Was that Allison? Is that wind? What? Wait a sec. She can't do that. That's cheating. You know? Oh, come on. This is completely against the spirit of Actually Wipeout. We're all about a fair competition here, and I don't approve of these forms of sorcery and witchcraft. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I don't like this at all. This is just disrespectful to these people who work so hard to get here and all their gas money just for them to get abracadabraed on the course. Can we get someone with more integrity? You know, someone who likes to drop bowling balls on their head will have to do. I don't know about cranial integrity, but maybe in the spirit of competition. Okay, you gotta stop with the bowling balls. Come on, man. Alright, let's calm down. Right, let's choose a door here. Choose wisely. Oh my god! Holy. Well, I mean, if there's not much head left to save, you should be fine. Good heavens! Oh, God! Definitely not as brutal as that first one. Missing the pool entirely. Using that head of his to make himself more aerodynamic. Poor guy. I think he'll be okay. Now our final contestant here, Sans Papyrus 1234. You know, it's nice to have a normal competitor after all this time. I don't know where they keep finding these nutcases. I don't know if I have a team, who on the team is in charge of getting these people. Hopefully they don't just, like, maybe I might tell them to stop finding guys off the street. That would probably be better for this show's just general image, is to stop casting insane people. On the shapeshifter now. Gotta get a good, oh, tries to hang on by his shoulder. Yeah, well, you're gonna have to do better than that, bud. But I appreciate your mundanity, your normalness. And with a time of 1:29.79, we'll see if that's going to be enough to get him into the second round of this competition. Speaking of, let's see who's moving on to the second round. Moving on, we have Count Byron, Allison Plays 109, Coaster Force, and Master KKSM. Also moving on, we have 8-Bit Rider Plays, Daniel 22, Penguin Rick, and Dizyet. It's round 2. Time flies so quickly. We've just cut the field from 24 down to Baker's dozen, and our second round needs no introduction. But I have to do it anyway because I got quotas to meet. It's the double cross. Here's how it works. Let's keep this short. 4 planks, 3 green, 1 red. Enter on green, exit on red. Don't let the sweeper bar hit you off the double cross. Unstable table will get mad if you keep stepping on it. First 6 to get to that finish platform. Move on to round 3. Let's get the static line for the details. Our 12 contestants are all geared up and ready to go. Look at these guys. so excited, full of energy. I assume that this round will crush their dreams very soon and very swiftly. And there's the horn, and it is time to go. Count and Donut immediately goes down. Allison trying to take a swing at it, no good. Master gets clobbered, and so does a Vortex and Ryder. Oh, down goes Donut. Master and Peg, no good as well, and Diziev as well goes down. Yeah, this is not a very successful opening to this round. Bodies flying everywhere, and Allison taking another crack at it, no good. Ooh. There goes Donut Guy earlier taking a massive flip over the sweeper. Down goes a Vortex. There you can see Donut and Count going down. It's going to be a race to the middle, and Coaster Force and Tom, oh wait, sorry, that's Count, are first into the center of the double cross. It seems as though the competition is starting to get a little bit more intense, as I think more are starting to be able to catch up into the center. No! Coaster tries to make a run for it, no success there. Coming up now is Tom Goey, makes it into the middle, let out a bit of a war cry. Now jumping on Count's head. I don't know if that's a viable strategy. Count making a break for it. No! So close. Barely misses by the skin of his teeth, just on the side. You got Tom going in, and he's the first to move on to the next round. Now the middle is starting to get a little bit crowded there. A little bit of shoving starting to take place, and Allison could not handle the heat, getting absolutely mauled by the crowd in the middle, and Diziev and Count both making it into the next round. Got more, no, and there goes the unstable table. Yeah, it's starting to wake up. Master and Coaster Force now in the middle. Rutland making a run for it, no. Ryder, no good. Allison into the middle. Coaster making a break for it, no success there. The unstable table goes in just in time. It's starting to get a little bit more crowded again. Here comes Sans Papyrus. Sans Papyrus is in. 4 spots filled, 2 spots left. Who's gonna get it? There's not a lot of space to go around on the center of that double cross. Coaster and Ryder both go down. In the middle now, the Donut Guy, Master, and I have forgot who that guy is, goes down. Now it's Allison in the middle. Might need some of that magic, but apparently not using it now. The Donut Guy makes a break for it and is into the next round. 1 spot remaining. Ryder looking to hype himself up, but Vortex is also scoping out that final spot. Penguin Rick making a... Allison no good as well. Waiting for the unstable table to go down. Gets it, no! Wow, that's just really unfortunate. Making a break for it. Coaster no good. Master and Ryder both in the middle, both making a run for the center. Nope, the unstable table does its thing. And it is crowded once again in the center. Here comes Allison. Might need a bit of that witchcraft. Is it gonna be successful? And it's gonna be a Vortex taking the last spot and moving on to the 3rd round. That's all 6 for our round 3. What a lineup we've got here. Take a look at that. And here's everyone else catching up. It's too late, guys. The round is over. Let's see who's moving on to round 3. Moving on to round 3, we've got Tom Goey, Diziev, Count Byron, Sans Papyrus 1234, the Donut Guy, and a Vortex. Stick around, folks, because for these lucky 6, one more obstacle stands in their way.
I think that's good. I think that's good.
What the hell? Becky? Are you okay? Yo! Don't follow him!
That wasn't too bad. Let's try to go back, actually.
Oh, nice.
Who are you?
Ow!
Hello and welcome back to Actually Wipeout. Last time I was on your screen, 12 of the 24 left in the running duked it out on the double cross, and now only 6 remain. But due to unfortunate and unforeseen circumstances, there has been an issue with the contestants' travel and their luggage. Don't worry, because we've got them all right here, right now, and they can claim their bags just fine. Wipeout passengers, may I introduce Unclaimed baggage. Round is quite simple, this is how it works. Our 6 will try their best to stay on our luggage conveyor while juggling avoiding our sweeper bar as going under is not allowed, and our airline personnel kindly handing them their lost valuables.
Yeah, 1094 requesting backup. There's some idiots that want their stuff back, over.
We've also got a golden ring which they can nab for a 25 robux bonus. This round will be played in 4 heats, where the last man standing each heat will be moving on to the Wipeout Zone. Let's get to Static. Static, show us the commotion.
Roger. Sending the janitors over now. Over.
Unclaimed baggage is here, and it is here in full swing, and there goes the horn, and the spinner has begun. And a squabble over the ring has already started, and they're starting to fight over who actually got it. We're about to see who does once they pull that ring out. And it looks like it's gonna be... well, there it is! ActuallyVortex, 25 robux goes to you. But you gotta remember, you gotta stay humble and take your wins in stride, because the last thing you want to be on the course is arrogant. The course will get its get back. Yeah, he should have listened. I tried to warn him, that's all I'm saying. I did try to warn him. Alright, ActuallyVortex is our first contestant out for this heat. We have 5 other contenders still in the running. Last man standing moves on to the Wipeout Zone. And it looks like Unclaimed Baggage is starting to pick up a little bit of speed. And it looks like our airline personnel are ready to give the contestants back their belongings. And it seems Count is starting to get fed up with all the pushing and shoving that's going on. And I think the fact that they're getting their bags back aren't really helping. I don't know why you'd be complaining. I thought you guys wanted your stuff back. Seems optimal to me. Oh, Sans Papyrus is next to go down at the hands of Unclaimed Baggage. 4 contestants remaining. Could be anyone's game still. The airline personnel still giving back their bags. Still having bunghole cancer, apparently. Alright, jumping over the sweeper. Successful run. Oh, okay. Well, gotta be a little bit more careful, guys. Watch out for the bags. Oh, down goes Tom. His legs clipping the sweeper. Donut Guy, Dizyev, and Count Byron remain. It's starting to pick up a lot of speed now. Starting to go a lot faster. Starting to get a little bit more intense as the bags are starting to go the box. Gets Count at the last second, and Count goes down. Dizyev, unbothered by the backpacks and the duffel bags flying in his face. Cleaning up on aisle wipeout. I agree. Gotta clean it up. You know what I'm saying? Oh! Dizyev getting a pretty aggressive one to the face, and that's gonna be the end of the round as Dizyev goes under the sweeper. Let's take a look at that again. You can see it there clear as day. Dizyev goes right under the sweeper, and that is gonna be the end of our round, which means the Donut Guy is first to make it into the Wipeout Zone. Congratulations, Donut Guy. Okay, get off the sweeper. And we have officially begun with our second heat. 5 contestants remaining. This does make it a little bit easier. It's a little bit less crowded. You know, it doesn't seem like it, but one person being gone makes all the difference. The sweeper has started to go. Right, and Vortex still slipping after that first run around. It looks pretty even so far. A lot of shoving going on. Don't know what these guys are talking about. Just yeah, well, they're in their own little world. Got a backpack out, and it's gonna be no one home. Oh, Tom Goey gets hit with a massive bag. Starting to take a little bit of their sweet time dropping these things. Tom Goey and Vortex. Tom and Vortex both go down. That's very, very fast. This is just cut the competition down to 2. It's going to be a showdown. Take a look at that again. And Vortex slides off completely, and Tom tries to hold on for as long as he can, but it's going to be no dice. And, oh, our airline guy has just tripped. Let's hope he's okay. Count and Dizyev now in a 1v1 showdown. And let's get the airline personnel are making their... Whoa! Down they go. Looks like they're joining our contestants here. Don't want to hand out lunch or anything? No? Alright, guess not. Diziev and Count. One-on-one showdown. It's starting to pick up a lot of speed. Not a lot of bags being thrown around, so it's more on the skill, but Count goes down and Diziev is next to advance into the Wipeout Zone. That was a close one, you know. Diziev was the second to last one to make it in the last heat, so good thing to make up for it now. Count, great effort, but we're gonna have to see you in the next heat. But there are 2 more, so you can still make it up. You can still make up for it. Let's move on. Alright, heat number 3. Our contestants are geared up and ready to go, but in the meanwhile, let's take a look at what our airline personnel are up to. There's the horn, and Heat 3 is officially underway. 4 contestants left. Once again, clearing up a lot more space for contestants, but our airline personnel have started to throw the bags a little bit more generously. The sweeper has started a little bit earlier as well. Sans Papyrus a bit late to the party, jumping over the sweeper. But it is good to create some distance. It's a good strategy here by Sans Papyrus, making a little bit of distance for himself so it doesn't get in the way of the other contestants. Because those 3 all being, you know, cramped together, being a little bit more compressed, could cause some issues when jumping over the sweeper. They could be colliding with each other, and it looks like Tom Goey just got the signal that he can jump on people's heads. Let's see, he's gonna use that to his advantage. Will he be able to? Tom almost falls but saves it. Nice save there. Vortex and Sans Papyrus successfully jumping over the sweeper. It's starting to pick up a little more speed again. Starting to ramp up in difficulty. And a bag goes down and whacks Count right in the head. Right in his Christmassy little melon. And once again, our airline personnel have started to lose it. I need to hire mentally, capable people next time. Count bumping into Sans Papyrus and slides right down the unclaimed baggage. Let's take a look at that from another angle here. He couldn't get that space to make a landing, and so he slips and goes down. Man, that is unfortunate. There is one more heat after this, and it looks like Vortex has gone down, so now it's just going to be Tom going up against Sans Papyrus. Tom, forever the showboat. Always got to have a little snarky comment, but that's the spirit of competition, and it looks like it just came back around to bite him. And he has just officially been eliminated. Get off there, Tom. Come on, get off. Come on, you just lost. Come on, accept it. Congratulations to Sans Papyrus. Final 3 in contention. Looks like they want to just cut right to the chase. And we are off to the races. And it is gonna be the final heat. One last spot left up for grabs. One last opportunity to get 500 Robux. Who's it gonna be? Vortex, Count, or Tom? And it's not gonna be Tom. It is not gonna be Tom. Making a final appearance before he bows out for good. Thanks for playing, Tom. See you next time. And now it's just Count and Vortex. A 1v1 showdown this early on in the competition, you know, could go any which way. We are just gonna have to see. And it looks like our airline personnel have agreed to not throw for this heat, just to make this purely based on merit. Just a competition of pure endurance and skill. It's all in the stamina, all in the timing. As this thing ramps up, as this thing picks up speed, it's gonna get a lot harder to time these jumps because the speed switch could happen at any point. The thing could go faster while you're in the air, which could be very bad if you're trying to time a jump. Alright, it's starting to pick up a little bit more speed again. And the airline personnel just kind of minding their own business, having a lovely little chat over some tea and coffee. I don't know if you'd want to drink both of those in one sitting. That sounds, I don't know if that's what you'd want to happen, but Count and Vortex still going at it, still locking horns. Oh, oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. He's dead. You killed him. You monster. How could you do something like that? Well, you know, life happens. Alright, and Vortex and Count still going one-on-one. It is going so fast now. And eventually someone's gotta give, and it's gonna be a Vortex. And Count is our final contestant moving on to the Wipeout Zone. He has gotten himself one step closer to 500 Robux. Wow, what a round that was. It was a close battle. Moving on to the Wipeout Zone, we have the Donut Guy, Diziev, Saints Papyrus 1234, and Count Byron. As night falls on the Wipeout course, we began with 24 and only 4 remain. 3 rounds later, there's only one more thing left to do. It's the Wipeout Zone. Thank you, disembodied voice. It's the Wipeout Zone, in space. Let's take a look. We begin with Blast Off at our Dreadnought launch, a massive doohickey of lights and water that'll send you to make an emergency landing on our first obstacle, the Gutbusters, with a turbulent and rocky atmosphere as the orbit of the planets disrupt this celestial body. Then it's the Sinistairs, a spinning cyclone of sweepers and staircases. Traverse your way up that, and it's a moonwalk over to the Gauntlet, with our treacherous crankshaft, sharp and dangerous blades of fury, and the raging and rocking beater totter. The one with the fastest time walks away the winner and 500 Robux richer, so let's get straight into it. Our first contestant of the zone is Count Byron. Let's take a look at his Actually Wipeout journey. Count Byron has been in pretty good standing throughout most of the day, placing second in the qualifier and third to advance on Double Cross. While he may have been the last contestant to stamp his ticket to the Wipeout Zone, he's gotten himself this far, and it's all coming to a head. This is our first run of the night. This will completely set the tone for the rest of the Wipeout Zone and what the contestants have to deal with. As the lights go down and the water is rushing down, all there is left to do is make a run for it and make your leap into the Wipeout Zone. And there he is. Count has officially started his run with not a bad launch at all. Getting some good distance, getting some good air, a lot of flips there. Now coming up to our first obstacle and his first attempt on the Gutbusters. Now, immediate splash down on the Gutbusters. As you get on each individual platform, they will start to shake a bit violently, might I add. On the last one here, second to last one. Gotta make a better attempt! Not at all. Absolutely slammed into the platform and on the bottom area of the Gutbusters. That could not possibly be good. And you have to remember, you only have 10 minutes to complete this entire course. And whatever time you set, that's the time that the other contestants will have to beat. So you have to set a good time, not just for the sake of yourself, but to make it harder on the rest of the competition. First attempt on the Sinistairs here, not going so good, slipping down the bottom. It is a difficult obstacle, so very precarious. Going up the second step here, not doing a bad rush on this at all. Going up, no, missed this opportunity! And crashes into the base of the sweeper. Let's look at that again. You can see he slips down the top stair. He barely clips, and he slams right into the pole of the sweeper. That just hurts. Oh god. And his other attempt didn't go that much better. Look at that again. Just couldn't see that coming. Maybe you have to time it better. A lot of timing goes into this obstacle. You know, it seems easier on paper, but you have to remember, while this thing is spinning, the sweepers are going to get in your way every single time you try and make an attempt to come up. Every other step has a sweeper in front of you, so you're going to have to really time your attempts here. On the top step, makes a leap, and the transition is successful. Now over to our gauntlet, starting with the crankshaft. It's all about timing here, knowing when to make your moves. Also, same principle with the Blades of Fury. First attempt, slipped up a little bit. The second one, no! Gets absolutely cut down. Ugh. Just no good at all. Coming up back again on the crankshaft. This could work out better. Now up to 5 minutes here. Could reach 6 minutes if they go a little bit slower. They still have to deal with their first attempt on the beater totter. There it goes. There it is. It's going up. It's shaking pretty bad. but it goes down, and they are successful and makes it in with the time of 5:50.91. We'll see if that time is good enough for our next contestant. Our first run of the night clocks in at 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Let's see if our next contestant, Sans Papyrus 1234, has what it takes to steal the lead. Sans Papyrus is all geared up and ready to go, but first let's take a look at how he got to the Wipeout Zone. Sans Papyrus has been unassuming in his placements, placing 7th in the Qualifier and being 4th to advance on Double Cross. And after being the 3rd man to advance to the Wipeout Zone, let's hope he has what it takes to break himself out of the middle of the pack. Sans Papyrus 1234 now has a bit of a responsibility on his hands here. As I said earlier, he's been pretty mediocre so far throughout this entire episode, so he's gonna have to try and make it up in the Wipeout Zone. This is his last opportunity to make it out of the center, making a bit of a late start, running in, and a terrible launch. Absolutely no distance and no air. I think he broke his feet. I don't know what he did, but he broke something. That's going to be a much longer swim up to our first obstacle, the Gutbusters. And as you can see, oh, that didn't go so well for him at all. That first attempt already got him almost a minute into the zone. That's how long him getting to that first obstacle took. Getting up to the center now. The planets might be blocking his vision here. A bit harder to make those jumps with those things in the way. Trying to get a good distance. That last one shaking him up pretty bad. Making a jump, but it is good. Not even 2 minutes already on the next obstacle. Pretty good time here. Gonna have to make up for it. No, not like that. Slamming completely into the sweeper. Oh, and crashing down the stairs. Take a look at that, dude. Oh, man. It's not good to fall on the back half of Sinistairs either, because that's, again, another longer swim back to the start. I think he's starting to take it slow now, and as you can see here, 4 minutes now up on the Sinistairs. He has a time of 5 minutes and 40 to beat, so he's got to make it to 5 minutes 40, or else he will not be moving on, or 5 minutes 50. Sorry. He doesn't have a lot of time left. He's got 1 minute to beat this gauntlet, and the Blades of Fury are going to cut him down. Good God. That was so violent. It tossed him. He's starting to run out of time here. If he falls now, he won't have enough time to get back up and onto the next obstacle. Is he going to make it? No. That's the end of his night. Thanks for playing, Sans Papyrus. He will not have enough time to make it back up to the next obstacle. That is such a shame. Thanks for playing. A valiant attempt, but not enough. Sans Papyrus is officially eliminated from the competition, and it's time for the Donut Guy to take his shot. Donut Guy's all set. Let's take a look at how we got to the Wipeout Zone. Donut Guy has been quietly leading the charge by being first in both the Qualifier and Unclaimed Baggage, but being the second to last competitor to advance into the Wipeout Zone. And with everything on the line, let's see if Donut Guy can get first place one more time. Donut Guy has been in lead for majority of the competition, so it is his basically duty to just keep that lead going into the Wipeout Zone. This is where it all matters. The time is gone. Started a little bit before the signal. I don't know if that's allowed, but I guess him not getting a good launch at all is his karma. Look, very uncoordinated approach there, and hitting the side of the trampoline. Not even close to the center. That's not going to be good for his time. Slipping up on the Gutbusters here. Kind of rushing really fast, but ooh! Gets a little bit too overzealous, and that's where it's going to get you. Slamming into the one right in front of you. Yeah, that's not good at all. Yeah, ow indeed, Donut Guy. Ow indeed. Going up again. Might be going a little bit faster here. Oh, God. That is not going to help his case at all. Good God, crashing into that last Gutbuster and on the platform as well. Just destroying his ribs. But you know what? If it gets you a better time, who knows? Going up here, 4 minutes now, still on the Gutbusters. He only has around a minute and a half, basically, to make up the rest of the course. That could be absolutely terrible for his time. On the Sinistairs now, having a little bit of a struggle here. He's got... Oh, man. That's not good at all. He doesn't have much time left to make up for the rest of his course! And he slams into the platform off the sweeper! Good heavens, look at that again. just crashes into that thing. That's not gonna be good for his physical health or his time. But you know, 500 Robux could definitely, you know, sweeten the deal, definitely soften the blow. But he's back up on the top of the stairs. All he has to do now is make that last leap. He's got it transitioning now over to the gauntlet. He only has 40 seconds to set a new time here. 30 seconds to set a new time on the crankshaft now. He's got to make it. First blade, get through. Not bad at all. He's got 10 seconds to make it. If he does not get it in the next 10 seconds, he's going to get eliminated and 500 Robux is out of his hands. Can he make it? One last leap to make. And it's good. With 1 second on the clock, he takes the lead and is in contention for 500 Robux. Incredible comeback. That is right, Donut. Incredible comeback indeed. The Donut guy takes the lead with the skin of his teeth and knocks Count Byron out of the competition. Let's see if Diziev, our last competitor, can set a time with a wider margin. It all comes down to this. Let's see how Diziev got to the Wipeout Zone. Diziev has been a bit of a wild card across the board with an 11th place spot in Qualifier and second to advance on the double cross. And with a second place pass into the Wipeout Zone, it's make or break for our last contestant of the day. Diziev, incredibly inconsistent competitor here tonight, but he still has gotten himself into the Wipeout Zone, so that's got to count for something. And the time has now begun, and a pretty good start and an amazing launch into the Wipeout Zone. Perfect technique, perfect form, absolutely no notes. 10s across the board. What do you say, guys? Are those 10s? There, well, the council has spoken. Now, looking onto the Gutbusters now. Having a bit of a rockier start than most others. The planets might be bothering him a little. They're moving a little bit more than the others were. And he drops into the drink. That is no good for his time. You know, he did set a pretty similar time, the Donut guy, as Count Byron, only a second off of Count's time. So he has a pretty similar margin here, Diziev, to make up for it. Maybe, you know, he could set a time with a wider margin, as I said earlier. He's had 5 minutes to beat this whole course, and he's gotten better than Donut so far. He still has 4 minutes to beat the rest of the course in comparison to Donut's, you know, 1 minute, which is still pretty insane. Slipping here on the Cinestairs. Did get back up, and he's gonna go back down the platform for another try. Let's see if this second attempt is gonna go any better. Spinning around, nope, slipping on that stair, couldn't get up. No! He bounces off of a stair right before dropping into that water. Let's take a look at that again. He goes off this obstacle to try and do it again, but it's not gonna be successful. One more try here. He's got to get that timing down. Almost got clipped by that sweeper, but he is going to be successful and is now into the gauntlet with 3 minutes on the clock. You've still got 2 minutes to beat this obstacle. On the crankshaft now. And he's through. Clipped the side a little bit, but he should be good. Now onto the Blades of Fury. Oh my goodness! Getting absolutely chopped down. Getting diced and minced on the Blades of Fury. Those things are sharp, you gotta look out. Onto the crankshaft again. No! He gets way too eager to move on. He only has a few seconds left. If he doesn't get it now, he doesn't have enough time. And that's gonna be it for Diziev. And Donut Guy takes 500 Robux home.
And the Donut Guy is your winner for episode 2. What an episode. So many memorable moments, so many big things that happened that I can totally recall and remember. I just don't feel like saying right now. 100% that is the complete truth. What an episode. Thank you all so much for watching. And for my co-host Static Lime, this is ActuallyVortex saying good night and big balls.
You trying to give me Roadhead or what?
No.
I said big balls.
I don't know. You're the one Whoa.
I feel like we could have taken a better card here. It's going away.
It's going away. You actually go get that?
500 Robux richer, he walks away. Oh, I just realized the whole thing was in the back the whole time. Oh my god. Why?
Well, maybe type this stuff out correctly.
Yeah, oh, right, guys.
Oh god.
Top 10 Wipeout fails.